Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we get into it today, I just wanted to address a couple things. One, thank you so much for your support last week. I was honestly only expecting 2 to 3 subscribers, but you guys came out and supported me, and I really appreciate that. Second, I had some people say that they tried to follow the tutorial and they didn't have neon eyeliners. It is perfectly okay to omit anything. If you want to know where I got my neon eyeliners, I got them from Walmart. They're from the brand Profusion. They're about $3 each, so they're super cheap and they're super nice. So yeah, let's just get into it. Alright, so I've already got my eyebrows done and I have my eyeshadow primer already blended out. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Morphe / Lisa Frank palette and I'm going to dip into the color Sunflower right here. And I'm just going to focus this on the inner corner of my eyes. And I'm also making sure to blend it out right here, so that way there's no hard line. So I've brought the yellow out to my mid-lid, so that way it has plenty of room to blend with the orange shade, which I am going to just wipe off my brush. I'm going to go ahead and dip into Hunter, and I still have a little bit of yellow left on my brush, and that's perfectly fine. I just want to focus on blending here for a second. So then I'll start laying this right where that yellow is blended out, in the middle of my eye. Now I'm going to continue to pack the orange on my outer lid, and I'm going to bring it up a little bit too. And I am just tapping it in to get the best coverage for now. I'll worry about blending it out here in a second. And I'm not putting a lot of pressure on my brush, using light strokes to get that perfect blend. Okay, so now I'm just kind of taking my brush on a paper towel and I'm wiping off the extra shadow that might be on my brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and dip into some of my translucent powder to blend the edges so that way it's not just a circle. And I'm using the same brush that I did my eyeshadow with. Looks like we've got the top lid mostly blended. You can spend as much or as little time at this step as you want to. It's all just personal preference. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this very tiny brush and I'm going to dip into that same orange color and I'm going to go under my eye. And I'm just going back in to blend everything out, make sure I don't have a hard line on my shadows. Okay. So it looks like I've got my base shadow done. I'm going to do some touch-ups off camera and I'll be back to do my eyeliner. So now I'm just gonna go in with some winged eyeliner. So this is where we're sitting at. I'm gonna go do my other wing off camera real quick and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got my eyeliner done. I added some inner corners and I went ahead and did my waterline. I'm going to hop off camera again and do my foundation and then I'll be back to do contour and fake freckles. Alright, so now I've got my foundation on and set with some translucent powder. I'm going to go in with my contour now and just give my face a little bit of a sharper look. Alright, so it's time for fake freckles. What I do is I take an old spoolie and a eyeshadow that matches my skin tone, and I spray both the spoolie and the eyeshadow with some setting spray, and then I dip my spoolie, I tap it into the eyeshadow. Okay, and then I just lightly tap it on my face. And I just place these in the high points of my face where the sun would hit them most. And I'm just re-wetting my spoolie and my eyeshadow as I need it. Important to, if you're using a spoolie, rotate it so that way you don't just have a line of freckles. Because freckles don't just appear in a line. Okay, and when I have my base done, I wait for it to dry just a second, and then I go back in with my translucent powder and I just set it. Freckles kind of form in layers, so I do this as many times as I feel necessary. to get you guys close up so you can kind of see what's going on. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to my lipstick. So I am using the same lipstick as last week and kind of the same lip shape that I did. Alright, I'll be back with some mascara and lashes on for the final reveal. Alright, so I'm back here with the finished look. I absolutely love how this came out. I feel like this is the perfect look for the end of summer. I'm so glad that you guys came along and watched this with me. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.